Tonight on Paper Highlighter, the drama's hitting harder than ever, and we've got all the tea you can't miss.
You're overreacting to these things.
You better off with this overreacting, honestly. I am not overreacting.
First up, Elizabeth and Andrei just had a $75,000 blow-up that fans are calling the meltdown of the season. She's demanding answers. He keeps saying the one word guaranteed to make her explode: relax. And the internet is choosing sides fast. Meanwhile, Julia and Brandon turn tears into vows. Literally. Their emotional vow renewal had parents crying, Brandon's usually stone-faced dad tearing up, and Julia declaring it the happiest moment of her life. Fans say it's the reset their relationship desperately needed. And in shocking news, Cara and Guillermo might actually be heading for divorce. Cheating rumors, deleted photos, custody battles over little Nicholas. Speculation is swirling, and fans are trying to piece together if this breakup is already official behind the scenes. Next bombshell, longtime host Shaun Robinson, the face of 90 Day Fiancé for nearly a decade, is at the center of a devastating cancer rumor. A viral photo of her looking frail sent shockwaves through the fandom. But with no official word, fans are torn between heartbreak and suspicion. And love, or maybe drama, is in the air. Veronica Rodriguez just got a dreamy proposal in Italy from her boyfriend Seth, but fans think her glow might be more than engagement joy. Is there a shotgun wedding on the horizon, or is it just gossip running wild? And finally, Jasmine is spiraling after Matt Brannis casually confessed he's moving to Florida without telling her, on top of slipping her wedding ring off during a romantic night. Fans are calling it the plot twist of the season, and Jasmine, let's just say, meltdown number 2 is locked and loaded. You do not want to miss a second of this ride, so hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring the bell so you're always first in line for the hottest reality tea. Now, let's dive straight into our first story. 90 Day Fiancé's Elizabeth and Andrei just delivered what fans are calling the meltdown of the season, and the internet cannot stop dissecting every second of it. The fight started like a pressure cooker about to blow. Elizabeth, voice trembling with rage, confronted Andrei about a shocking $75,000 that had mysteriously vanished. Her demand? Clarity. His response? 2 words: calm dismissal. Over and over, Andrei leaned on that infuriating one-liner: relax. For Elizabeth, this wasn't just about money. This was about trust, respect, and years of frustration bubbling to the surface. Her tears, her voice cracking, her insistence on being heard, viewers immediately latched on. One fan wrote, "Tell me to relax one more time. I might ghost. I'd crash out." Another chimed in with a darker kind of humor. "She must get banged like crazy. It's the only thing that makes sense." The comment section was on fire. Hundreds of viewers lined up behind Elizabeth. One fan declared, "I love the way Elizabeth holds her ground with Andrei. She's exactly the balance he needs." Others slammed Andrei's attitude, calling him manipulative, controlling, and sneaky. More than a few speculated he hadn't lost the money at all, but funneled it back to his family in Moldova behind her back. But not everyone was on Team Elizabeth. Some cold-hearted commenters fired back. "Don't feel sorry for her. She knew who she was marrying. The red flags were there from the start." And yet the overwhelming chorus wasn't sympathy for Andrei. It was a loud warning about the danger of minimizing your partner's feelings. One fan joked, "Never tell a woman to calm down when she's mad. It's in the manual, Woman 101. What made the blow-up so unforgettable was Elizabeth's refusal to back down. She shouted, she cried, she demanded accountability, embodying every viewer who's ever wanted to scream, "Take me seriously." And Andrei? He doubled down. Every relax felt like gasoline splash on an already raging fire. Fans were left asking, is this just another scripted TLC dust-up, or did Andrei really cross a line that could break their marriage for good? Stick around, because if you thought this fight was emotional, wait until you see who's bawling next. Julia and Brandon just renewed their vows, and the tears weren't just hers. Fans are calling it the sweetest surprise of the season. The couple fans first met back in Season 8, tied the knot in April 2020. But as we all know, marriage hasn't exactly been a smooth ride for Julia and Brandon. Between family drama on the farm, cultural clashes, and constant pressure from fans questioning their compatibility, their journey has been rocky, to say the least. But in the latest episode, they turned the page in the most emotional way possible. A vow renewal ceremony so intimate and heartfelt, fans are calling it one of the franchise's sweetest moments ever. Julia, dressed in a simple but elegant dress, broke down as she looked around the small gathering. This wasn't a flashy TLC wedding special. It was just her, Brandon, and both sets of parents, proof that sometimes smaller really is sweeter. Her parents, who've been central to her storyline since day one, couldn't hold back their own emotions. As they blessed the couple, Julia whispered, "It's nice that we're all together. Feeling this support is priceless. I'm so deeply happy." Then came the kicker. Her father reached out, pulling both her and Brandon into a heartfelt embrace. Fans didn't expect to see tears from Brandon's side of the aisle, but that's exactly what happened. His father, Ron, usually stoic and reserved, was visibly emotional. Julia even joked that he was tearsing, and honestly, it was the cherry on top. Viewers lit up online with comments like, "If Ron Gibbs is crying, you know it's real." And "This is the side of Brandon we've been waiting to see." The moment ended with everyone in a tight group hug, laughter through tears, as Julia and Brandon sealed what felt like a new chapter. For a couple who've had some of the harshest criticism in the fandom, this vow renewal was a rare chance to see them grounded, united, and supported by family. On Reddit, one fan wrote, "I never thought I'd say this, but Julia and Brandon gave me hope tonight. That vow renewal was pure love." Another added, "All the drama aside, seeing Julia cry because she finally feels accepted, that hit me hard." It's not just the tears that made headlines. It's the timing. With multiple 90-day couples crumbling under the pressure of reality TV life, fans are starting to wonder if Julia and Brandon's renewal is TLC's way of framing them as the stable couple moving forward, or at the very least, as a couple still worth rooting for. From endless chores on the Gibbs farm to constant bickering about city life, Julia and Brandon have been through it all. This ceremony wasn't just about vows, it was about reclaiming their love story in front of the people who matter most. And for once, it wasn't about drama. It was about love. Don't touch that dial, because if Julia and Brandon gave us hope, the next couple might break your heart. Cara and Guillermo are facing divorce rumors, custody battles, and cheating accusations that could tear everything apart. They were once the couple everyone rooted for. Cara, the confident go-getter, Guillermo, the charming dreamer. Their whirlwind romance sealed on Season 9. But now, their fairy tale may be unraveling faster than fans ever imagined. Reports are swirling that Cara and Guillermo are not just fighting, but potentially heading straight for divorce court. And at the center of the storm, their son, Nicholas. Fans first noticed something was off when both Cara and Guillermo suddenly scrubbed their socials of nearly every photo together. Birthdays, anniversaries, vacations, all gone. The only post left? Nicholas. Cue the speculation. Cheating accusations have added fuel to the fire. Online insiders claim Guillermo suspects Cara of stepping out, while Cara allegedly feels Guillermo has been less than honest himself. The back and forth of blame has left fans dizzy. One source whispered, "They're outlining custody arrangements already just in case." And although no court filings have surfaced, the internet ran with it. On Reddit, one fan wrote, Once they start deleting photos, it's done. That's 90-day law. Another replied, sad for Nicholas. He didn't sign up for this. The custody issue is the biggest shocker. Rumors suggest Guillermo may be angling for full custody, painting Cara as someone too caught up in nightlife and freedom. Meanwhile, Cara's defenders clap back, saying she's simply reclaiming her independence after years of compromise. And then there's the timeline. Cara and Guillermo still show up together at events for Nicholas, school milestones, family birthdays, but fans note the vibe feels forced. One viral comment, they're only together for their kid. It's giving co-parenting, not marriage. It almost feels like the red flags were there from the start. Their communication struggles, Cara's fiery personality against Guillermo's sensitivity, it made for great TV, but real life? Not so much. To be clear, none of this has been confirmed by TLC or the couple themselves, but the silence is only making fans more certain. In the influencer world, no comment often speaks louder than any press release. The speculation even touches on production drama. Some fans think TLC is keeping the split under wraps to stretch it into the next spin-off season. Classic TLC move, hold the receipts till cameras are rolling, one Redditor claimed. Whether it's smoke or fire, the internet is buzzing. Did the trust issues finally break them apart? Or are we watching social media overhype a normal marital rough patch? Keep it locked because the next headline might hit even harder. Beloved host Shaun Robinson is at the center of a shocking cancer rumor, and fans are terrified it could end her run on 90 Day Fiancé. For nearly a decade, Shaun Robinson has been the calm in the storm of cast meltdowns, the voice of reason guiding tell-all chaos. But her recent absence has fans asking, where's Shaun? And the answers floating around are deeply unsettling. It all started with the photos circulating on Facebook groups and gossip blogs, Shaun looking frail, even bald, accompanied by shocking headlines claiming she's battling cancer. The posts spread like wildfire, sparking confusion, sadness, and outrage across the fandom. Fans flooded threads with messages of love. 90 Day won't be the same without her, one commenter wrote. Another pleaded, sending prayers. Shaun carried the show through every mess. The concern grew after fans realized Shaun hadn't hosted the most recent reunion special. For many, the timing was too perfect to ignore. Was her absence proof that the rumors were true? But here's the twist. Despite the dramatic claims, no official statement has come from Shaun, her reps, or TLC. And that silence has opened the door to even more speculation. Some fans are convinced this entire story is nothing more than clickbait cooked up by unreliable sites. The viral image? Possibly doctored. The headlines? From blogs with no ties to Shaun or the network. One skeptical Redditor wrote, "Y'all don't fall for it. This screams fake news." But others aren't so sure. They point out that Shaun has kept her personal life private for years. So if she was dealing with a serious health issue, it would make sense she'd step back quietly. She's a class act. She wouldn't want the attention, a fan argued. And the thought of losing Shaun as host hits hard. She's not just a moderator, she's become an icon. From breaking up explosive fights to letting cast members tell their stories, her blend of grace and authority shaped the way fans experience 90 Day. One viral TikTok even dubbed her the queen of calm in a storm of chaos. And the fandom isn't ready to let her go. Comment sections are filled with tributes like, "If Shaun leaves, I'm done watching," and "Nobody else can control these people the way she does." So where does this leave us? With a fandom torn between grief and skepticism. On one side, fans are preparing for the worst. On the other, they're calling for calm until real confirmation surfaces. And just when you think we're done, The gossip shifts from heartbreaking to scandalous. Veronica Rodriguez is flashing a new engagement ring, but fans think she might be hiding a pregnancy too. Yep, shotgun wedding rumors incoming. Veronica's 40th birthday trip to Italy was already Instagram goals, but her boyfriend Seb decided to take it one step further. Against a stunning Italian backdrop, he dropped to one knee and proposed. And yes, Veronica said yes. Fans flooded her socials with congratulations. This is the love story she deserves, one follower gushed. Another cheered. Finally, Veronica's happy ending after all the Tim drama. But as with all things 90 Day, the happiness didn't come without side-eye. Sharp-eyed fans immediately started whispering about Veronica's appearance in the engagement photos. Her face looks fuller, one Redditor pointed out. Another speculated, this feels like a shotgun wedding. She's glowing, but not in a just engaged way. The rumors of a pregnancy spread like wildfire. Some fans even claimed the quick engagement was proof. If she wasn't pregnant, why rush? Asked one commenter. Another chimed in, engaged on the 40th? It screams baby on the way. To make things messier, Veronica herself had to step in and clear the air. In a video posted to Instagram, she admitted she wasn't pregnant. Instead, she explained her puffy face was from crying the night before, apparently after a fight with Seth. Still, the denial didn't convince everyone. A wave of Reddit threads debated whether her explanation was genuine. Some fans sympathized. She doesn't owe us details, leave her alone, while others weren't buying it. That's exactly what someone would say if they were hiding a pregnancy, one critic quipped. Remember, Veronica isn't new to scrutiny. She's been through public relationships before, from Tim's infamous proposal to starring in Hunt for Love. Fans know her life stays on blast. This engagement, timed perfectly with her 40th milestone, only makes the storyline juicier. On top of the speculation, there's excitement about what's next. Will Seth become a stepdad figure to Veronica's daughter Chloe? Will TLC feature their wedding on screen? Some fans are already calling for a new spinoff, Veronica's Big Fat Italian Wedding. And while her engagement post racked up thousands of likes, it's the comment section drama that truly tells the story. Between "so happy for you, queen" and "girl, blink twice if you're pregnant," Veronica's love life has once again become a fandom battleground. So, do you believe Veronica's explanation? Or do you think the glow is more than just post-proposal happiness? Let's hear your verdict in the comments. And just when you think this was peak drama, keep it locked, because next up, Matt Brannis just dropped a shocking confession on Jasmine that left her world spinning. Yep, it's moving drama, wedding rings, and an emotional blow-up you won't want to miss. It all started with what looked like a romantic evening. Matt pulled out all the stops: horse-drawn carriage, dreamy promises, the works. He even slipped Jasmine's wedding ring off her finger during the night, trying to set the stage for a brand new beginning. Fans thought we were headed for a mushy TLC moment. Instead, it became the trigger for a full-blown meltdown. Because in the middle of this so-called romantic gesture, Matt decided to drop his bombshell. He'd already signed a lease in Florida. That's right, he was relocating for a business opportunity, and he hadn't told Jasmine until it was already a done deal. The fandom erupted. On Reddit, one user fumed. He took off her ring and her trust in one night. Another posted a meme of Jasmine's wide-eyed stare with the caption, "Matt, you in danger." For Jasmine, the move wasn't just about geography. It was about betrayal. She clapped back with raw honesty, calling out the fact that she should have been told ages ago. And she wasn't shy about reminding him of her still complicated feelings for Gino, her ex. In her own words, "My marriage is irrevocably broken." That line sent shockwaves through the fandom, with viewers instantly speculating whether she was talking about Gino, Matt, or both. Matt tried to keep cool, brushing off her temper, and basically daring her to go back to Gino if that's who she truly wanted. But Jasmine wasn't giving straight answers, leaving fans torn between sympathy and suspicion. One fan tweeted, "Jasmine doesn't need another man, she needs therapy and a vacation." Another chimed in, "Matt is reckless. Who signs a lease without telling their partner?" The common theme? Viewers agree Matt miscalculated badly by springing life-changing news in the middle of a romantic gesture. And yet, some fans are actually siding with Matt. They argue Jasmine has been stringing him along, treating him like a fun fling while never letting go of her Gino baggage. Matt deserves someone all in, one Redditor argued. Another said bluntly, Jasmine wants to play house but not build one. The love triangle vibes are strong here. The mention of Gino reignited all the past drama, the hat, the fights, the constant back and forth. Fans are already bracing for yet another messy showdown between the three. At this point, the only thing clear is that Jasmine's temper hasn't softened, Matt's patience has limits, and the Florida move might be the straw that breaks them for good, or the plot twist TLC has been waiting for.